Play ball, Royal Challengers. They seriously played bold cricket against the Kolkata Knight Riders, and we have seen the destruction from the RCB bowlers. You never have word destruction against Mohammad Siraj, but man, he was lethal in his today's spell against the Kolkata Knight Riders, and he wreaked havoc against the RCB openers, and they had no option and no chance of coming back to the game. And they scored only 84 runs of 20 overs, and RCB was clinical all over the game, and it was RCB's game from the start. So what it has done to the points table, RCB maybe after 2016 they have qualified at the second spot right now of the points table with 7 wins, and they are almost certain to go through. Whereas if we take a look at Kolkata Knight Riders, they are still languishing at the middle spot of the table, and anything can happen after that, because tomorrow we have Rajasthan Royals playing. If they win, they will topple Kolkata Knight Riders because they have a better run rate. So the table has come live again, and the bottom teams have more chances to get onto at least spot number 4, because the first 3 teams seem to be alright and they are going into the playoffs without any doubt. Before going to our match number 40 between Sunrisers Hyderabad and the Rajasthan Royals, let's go back to our fantasy predictions in the previous game that was in between RCB and KKR. Most of our picks played their part because it was a low scoring fixture, and they gave us a good point. We predicted Mohammad Siraj to play in the game, but we did not put him in the team. But our other players contributed in the way they can, including Virat Kohli, who was our captain, and Morris, who was our vice captain. Though we failed to predict the winner, but it happens because it was one of the games where the team bowling first have ripped destruction against the team batting first, and they completely outplayed them. So it happens in the game of cricket. Let's move back to our match number 40 between Rajasthan Royals and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Let's take a look at the pitch report, player versus player matchup, and the Dream 11 team in our following sections. You can write to us at ronnie.thecrickexpert10@gmail.com. We have given you around 14 teams till now, and we will continue to do so. If you like our page, our teams and our analysis, do hit the Facebook page and the YouTube channel, and you can again write back to us with your suggestions. We will definitely try to improve. Stay tuned. So tomorrow is going to be one more interesting game between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Rajasthan Royals. Let's take a look at the pitch report. So this match will be held in Dubai International Stadium in Dubai. There have been total 19 games so far at this ground. 13 have been won by the team batting first. 4 of them were won by the team chasing, and 2 games were tied that were eventually decided after the super over. The par score at this ground is 170. Let's take a look at the ground conditions. There are big boundaries at this stadium, and they are uniform. It assists the spinners, and the big boundaries also give them additional benefit to give more flight to the ball. This wicket, we have seen as the IPL has progressed, this wicket tends to slow down a bit in the second inning. But in last few games, we have seen since they have changed the wicket and added a fresh one, it is chaseable, but it tends to slow down in the second innings. So if you play with patience, you can chase the score. If we take a look at the head-to-head stat between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Rajasthan Royals, then after the Deccan Chargers were moved to Sunrisers Hyderabad, these teams have met each other 12 times. 6 have been won by Sunrisers Hyderabad and 6 by Rajasthan Royals. The previous encounter in this IPL was held at the same ground. It was a morning fixture, and it was won by the Rajasthan Royals by 5 wickets. Most runs have been scored by Sanju Samson, who has scored 346 runs, whereas most wickets are in the name of Rashid Khan, who has 6 wickets. If we take a look at the player matchups, then Smith versus Rashid Khan, the best player from Rajasthan Royals batting side, versus the best player from the Sunrisers Hyderabad bowling attack. He has bowled 22 balls to Smith, who has scored only 16 runs and got out once. If we take a look at another battle, which is Sanju Samson and Sandeep Sharma has been in good form. He has bowled 46 balls to the batsman, who has scored only 40 runs and got out twice. If we take a look at Uthappa and Rashid Khan, Uthappa has been the veteran of the IPL. He has played 41 balls, scoring 64 runs against Rashid Khan, but got out twice. Still, I will say Uthappa holds edge over Rashid because he is scoring run at a good pace. If we take a look at another battle, then Pandey and Tewatia, who has emerged as a 4 overs bowler for Rajasthan in this IPL, has bowled 27 balls where Pandey has scored 34 runs and not haven't got out to him. Whereas if we take a look at Bairstow and Gopal, then Gopal has bowled 21 balls, Bairstow scoring only 21 runs and got out once. So it is going to be an interesting matchup between Sunrisers and Rajasthan. Rajasthan Royals will want to win this game and go to the top 4 in the league table. So let's go to our next section where we'll be discussing the players to watch out for and our Dream 11 team. Stay tuned. So let's take a look at the players to watch out for, the playing 11 combination and the Dream 11 team. The players to watch out for the Rajasthan Royals team are Josh Butler, Jofra Archer and Robin Uthappa. Josh Butler has come back to form and I can expect him to be more consistent as he was back in his previous IPL days, and he can score some lusty runs and fast runs for Rajasthan. So Butler is one of the guys. Second is Jofra Archer. Jofra Archer has been the consistent bowler for Rajasthan and I'm sure he will take at least 2 wickets in tomorrow's game. Robin Uthappa. We are going in with Robin Uthappa as he's one of the veterans of IPL and he can score runs when it is needed. Now he's coming to open the batting. It might suit his batting and he can get some more time to score runs. So he is our third pick. If we take a look at the Sunrisers Hyderabad, then David Warner is a no-brainer. So I expect him to come good because he is playing some consistent knocks but not converted into a match-winning one. Manish Pandey will be the guy. He has been off in last few games and he would like to come back to form because the playoff berth is seriously at stake. Third is the lanky leg spinner Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan can come good when the team needs and he has proved it in past. I'm sure he will come good in tomorrow's game. There are 2 wildcard picks, one from the Sunrisers Hyderabad side who is Sandeep Sharma. Sandeep Sharma can make the ball talk and with the new wicket in Dubai, it might help his bowling at the start. So Sandeep Sharma is the pick. And Sanju Samson, we are going in with Sanju Samson. We know that he has his form has tailed off a bit, but he is too good a player to struggle for that longer. So we are sure that he will come back to form in tomorrow's game. If we take a look at playing 11 changes, then I don't see any change from the Rajasthan side because they are the settled team and coming back from a win. So I don't think they will make change, but if they want to make, looking at the wicket, they might want to bring Mayank Markande, who is a leg spinner. He can bat a bit for Ankit Rajput. For Sunrisers Hyderabad side, there will be a forced change because Williamson is struggling with his hamstring in his previous game and they have plenty of picks to replace him. They can either bring in Fabian Allen, who is a left-handed all-rounder and he's a gun fielder. Mohammad Nabi, we know him, how good he is. Or Jason Holder for Williamson. One of these will play for sure. And if that happens, then they might want to bring in Virat Singh, who is an extra batting option, or Abhishek Sharma for Basil Thampi. If we take a look at the Dream 11 team, then we are going in with 2 keeper batsmen in Butler and Bairstow. They pick themselves. Then for batsmen, we have 4 choices: Warner, Smith, Samson and Manish Pandey. You can even go for Riyan Parag as he scored good runs in previous encounter. So you can also look for Riyan Parag. If we take a look at the all-rounders, then we are going in with Shreyas Gopal and Ben Stokes. If they play, then you might want to switch Stokes with Nabi or Fabian Allen. We are going in with 3 bowlers: Jofra Archer, Sandeep Sharma and Rashid Khan. Butler is our captaincy option. You can even go with Warner or Bairstow or even Manish Pandey. and the vice captain is Jofra Archer. You can also go with Rashid Khan or one of these all-rounders. This is our Dream 11 team and the players to watch out for. You make your choice and may the best team win.